You're welcome back to class. Today we're looking at an important topic, that is simple interest. But before that, what is an interest? Most times people pay money to the bank, they save money in the bank, or they invest money in business. So interest is what you earn for saving money in the bank or for investing in business. So if someone lend you money and you're asked to return back the money at a particular time with additional money on top of the one you have collected, that is what we call interest. That addition that you have to pay in addition to the original sum you collected is a interest. So what is a simple interest? Simple interest is the interest calculated only on the original amount of money borrowed or invested. So there are different types of interest. You have simple and compound interest. But in this topic, we are dwelling on simple interest. So to calculate simple interest is if you borrow 300,000 and you're asked to pay extra 30,000, that is 330,000. That 30,000 was calculated based on 300,000. That's simple interest. So the interest is calculated only on the original amount of money borrowed or invested. So what are the terms used in simple interest? We have these terms. For us to solve any calculation involving simple interest, the following terms must be understood. The first one, we have principal. What's the meaning of principal? Principal means the original sum invested or borrowed. So that amount of money you borrowed, if you borrowed 300,000, that amount is what we call the principal. It is not the interest that is added. The amount you borrowed, the original sum you borrowed, or the original sum you invested, that's what we call the principal. The next one, we have rate. Rate is the percentage charge or M per year. So the way the percentage they use to calculate your interest, that is the rate. That is what you mean by the rate. The percentage used to calculate your interest. That is the rate. Now we have time. Time is the duration of the investment or loan. So whether it is for the period of 3 years, 2 years, a year, and so on. That's what we call time. Now the interest means the extra money you paid or you earn from an investment. So extra money you earn from an investment or extra money you paid for borrowing money. That is the interest. Now what is amount? Amount means the total money after interest. So if you borrow 300,000 and your interest is 30,000, so the total money you're going to return is 330,000. So the amount becomes 330,000. So when you add the principal plus interest, that's what we call amount. Let's look at the formula for calculating simple interest. We have this formula for calculating simple interest. I is equals to principal, which is P, times rate times time, all over 100. So we have to make sure that I is for interest, P is for principal, R is rate, and T is for time. So when this is the formula you use in solving for simple interest. Let's look at the following example. Find the simple interest on 20,000 naira invested at 10% per annum for 3 years. So the solution, we remember our formula is simple interest, which is I, is equals to principal times rate times time, all over 100. And here our principal is what? Our principal is 20,000. P is equals to 20,000. And our rate, which is R, is equal to what? 10%. 10%. Our T is equal to 3 years. So to calculate the simple interest, what do we have to put this into substitute this into the formula, the value for P for R, put it inside the formula and calculate and solve. So our simple interest becomes 20,000 times 10, which is rate, times 10 times 10 times 3, which is time, all over 100. So our now 0 crosses 0, 0 crosses 0. You have 20,000. You have 20 times 10 times 3. 20 times 10 is 200. 200 times 3 will be what? 600. So our answer becomes 600 naira. Very simple. The next example, calculate the amount on 50,000 naira invested at 8% simple interest for 4 years. Now, before you calculate the amount, you have to find out the interest, because you know that the amount means interest plus the principal. So let us calculate the interest. Our simple interest, the formula is I is equal to P times R times T all over 100. And here our P is what? 50,000 naira. 50,000 naira, and our rate is 8%, 50 times 8, and our time is 4 years times 4 all over 100. So let's solve it. 0 cross 0, 0 cross 0. We have 50,000 times, we have 500 times 8 times 4. Pause this video, multiply it, and tell me what you've gotten. 5,000. So our interest, when you multiply, will give you what? 16,000 naira. Is that what you got? 16,000 naira. So that is simple interest. So for you to get amount means interest plus principal is equal to interest plus the principal. So add the interest, add 50,000, which is our principal, to 16,000. 50,000 plus 16,000. 50,000 plus 16,000 plus 16,000. Please solve it and tell me the answer. So what did you get? Our answer is what? 66,000 naira. Very simple.